Yet another player moving wild, ladies and gentlemen, and this time Timo Werner running his mouth, and really he shouldn't be.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
Welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. I got my bad boy Ishan Padra. He doing the reaction of what Timo Werner just said post-Israel game, where literally, if you guys have actually watched the match, if most of you guys have watched it, he was absolutely poor. He was really, really pathetic. He missed many chances, and his touches, his control, everything was poor. Besides that one goal that he scored. Ishan, let's get straight into this, bro. This is the quote that's been out from Timo Werner post-match. I don't know where he's getting so much guts and this audacity from, man. I mean, I thought the man needs to be a little bit more humble after the kind of season he's having now and the decline that he's had. At least last season, he was still poor, but, he had some assists, he had some goals here and there, but his misses were disgusting last season. But this season, he's gone down to a different level of poor. I mean, Ishan, this is what he says, Timo Werner, after scoring versus Israel. Yeah. There are differences in the style of play between football and at Chelsea and he. Maybe the one at the national team suits me better. Here, I always have scoring chances. I can score goals. I feel very comfortable here. He's having a dig at the way Chelsea plays and 100% how Thomas Tuchel is playing at the moment, his style. Thoughts, bro?
This is mad. I mean, this is saying, right? Look who's talking. I would like to say this is Timo Werner. Look, what are you talking about this, man? I mean, you're not making any sort of sense here. Yes, you've played in Germany. You've scored few goals here. But first of all, look at the opponents against you, whom you're scoring goals. You're scoring against freaking Israel and some, not Macedonia.
Macedonia as well? Wasn't it? He scored against Macedonia.
Yeah. Not Macedonia, Israel, and I don't know, some Gulf countries. And you're coming out and saying that,
countries.
You feel like you're freaking invincible there in Germany. Absolutely not. Look at your performance. Go out there. Look at the tape of the whole match. You've missed literally 50 chances, out of which one managed to tap one ball into the back of the net.
That too was a lucky goal. It was so lucky.
It was a lucky goal. And then, mate, it's one of those situations, where you're so poor to the limit that just one goal that you scored, you become like the main man. You feel like you've done a lot to the team. That's how bad he's been. Miss quickly looking into the stats of Timo Werner. If he's opening his mouth too much, he's played 8 matches here in 2021-2022 World Cup qualifier season. For 8 matches, he scored 5 goals. Right, and if you literally open the 5 goals that he scored against, you'll laugh. Israel, North Macedonia, and all of those Gulf countries. Maybe some countries from Antarctica he's played against. Maybe these are the countries he's played and scored against. And when it comes to Premier League, boy, oh boy, did anybody realize? I mean, Champions League, he scored 3 goals in 4 matches in the 2021-2022 edition. Fine. Premier League, 14 matches, 1 goal, 1 assist.
Disgusting
14
attitude.
matches. I mean, he's equaled his goal tally to his yellow card tally that he's got in this Premier League season. Isn't this mad?
At this rate, yellow cards are going to catch up and take over.
At this rate, just one more yellow card, his yellow card tally is going to take over his goal tally in Premier League. That's how mad it has been.
I want to now talk to you about, look, you and me, we're always been on the same page with Timo Werner. There are some fans, Ishan, that are actually having a go, because I tweeted this out. I said, and there goes another player running his mouth in the media. Timo Werner, of all the players, need to keep his mouth shut. Staying humble is far more recommended than trying to have a dig at the style of football Chelsea plays. Fix your first touch before you feel dangerous. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're 100%. Running your mouth. You need to fix yourself 100%. First and stay humble. Why are you being so dangerous? I mean, Ishan, I tweeted that, and literally there are quite a few fans are saying, Miz, what did Timo say wrong there? He's stating facts. And they were having a dig at Thomas Tuchel, Ishan. They were saying Thomas Tuchel is the one who's not getting the best out of him. Look, we understand Thomas Tuchel at times his attacking players are not getting the best out of what Thomas Tuchel's trying to produce. But let's be also and be honest. Reece James and Chilwell being injured for such a long time has affected Thomas Tuchel. Now you can say, Miz, he should have adapted. Look, he's trying, but there are deficiencies in the team. Now the thing about Timo Werner, however, Thomas Tuchel's not going to teach him his first touch. There are some fundamental issues with Timo Werner. First touch. He makes some silly decisions. I mean, Ishan, you can't blame Thomas Tuchel for those sort of things, right?
Of course you can't. Your first touch is poor. You don't see your surroundings while you pass.
But
you
you
don't
run into the player. He runs
into the player. Zero dribblings. The things that he can do one-on-one is the same thing I can do. Better hire me than him. Do you know what I mean? And listen, I'd be the happiest man if Timo Werner started scoring and he would have been our main man, right? If Timo Werner scored right from the get-go, since we acquired him in Chelsea, we wouldn't have required the likes of Romelu Lukaku in the pitch. The failure of Timo Werner is the reason why we had to go ahead and get the likes of break our banks and then get Romelu Lukaku into the team. Eventually, it went out and we actually failed in it, but then still, you know what I mean there, right? Timo Werner, we bought him into the team knowing the fact that he's got to be our star striker. He came into the team and started moving mad. He played it under Lampard. Even Lampard was playing a 4-3-3. Do I have people murmuring about that? He could not he could not fit into that whole Lampard situation. Why? Lampard was playing full-fledged attacking football with the back four. Why couldn't Timo Werner score? His fluffing of form began in the Lampard era as well.
Well, Timo Werner said he feels guilty that maybe it was because of him Lampard got sacked.
Exactly.
He feels guilty because he didn't put those goals away.
How many, taking back to that, how many goals did he miss last season? 19 big chances, right? 19 big chances. And when I say 19 big chances, it means just add 19 goals in right beside your name. Those are big chances. 19 easy chances. Just add those number of goals into your name. That's how many chances you missed last season. This time, you didn't miss the chances because you were not given the chances, and thankfully so. Or else maybe the tally could have been more. Because I don't see any sort of improvement in the whole scenario.
And you know what, Ishan? Saying that comment after that Israel game, you weren't even good.
Exactly.
You didn't even play good.
Man's talking as if he's getting a hat-trick. You know what I mean? If he's had that, sort of 3 goals, 4 goals, 3 goals, 2 assists, 2 goals, 2 assists, it was understandable. You've got the right to open your mouth. You freaking missed 15 chances and scored just 1. How does it make any sort of sense? Even Hansi Flick might have been fed up, but he's got no options. What he's got to do about it?
No, it's
mad. It's mad.
It's mad. The last thing that I want to talk to you about is few people also commented to me was, but Miz, you seem to be very lenient towards Ziyech playing his right position. Ziyech needs to play wide right, and that's the best, to get the best out of Ziyech. Well, Timo doesn't get to play his best. I'm like, when did Timo not get to play his position? Every time he plays for Chelsea, he plays that sort of out wide and drifts in. Sometimes he plays as a 2 up front. I think Thomas Tuchel has done everything possible to play him in his position. If anything, Frank Lampard played him as a winger. Thomas Tuchel's always played him as the right spot.
Let's reframe the question. The ones who are asking that, tell me the best position of Timo Werner first, and then I'll bring out the stats. And
best position is Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund is his best position.
For me, at this point of time, in Chelsea, best position is bench. You doing good there in the bench. You know what I mean? At this rate, not enough, man. Not good enough. I mean, listen, he might be a good player in Bundesliga. He might be a good player at Leipzig. He's not a good player in Premier League. Let's just get away with that. It's been 2 seasons now, and he's not the man. He's absolutely not the man.
Do you think this is an indication that it needs to be wrapped up like that? Do you think that comment is an indication that, mate, I think you need to move on now?
I wrapped him up in the last season, miss. What are you talking about? I was done with this guy. Listen, I always have some sort of expectation from every Chelsea player, right? And that's what we are bound to do as a fan. Whenever that player has a ball in their foot, we freaking expect something from that. Whenever Timo Werner has the ball in his foot, and now that's something transcending to Lukaku as well, but that's a different story. But whenever that guy's got a ball in his foot, I don't expect anything. Because whenever I expect, the only thing which I get is
Man said
heartbreak.
he doesesn't expect anything when he has the ball in his feet.
Nothing. You
Bro,
miss.
he's a footballer.
You miss. Okay, you. That's what you do every time. You miss. Okay, that's what you actually do. You
We
score a goal.
expect-
I'll be happy. Oh my God, you scored. How the hell did you manage?
It's like missing has become the expectation. You missed. Yep, that's what I expected.
That's your regulation thing. You know what I mean? But if you score, I'm like, oh my God, that's something. that's some
That's
blue moon
mad.
thing. You know what I mean?
That's
So
mad.
I've stopped expecting from this guy way back. And listen, it's not any kind of hatred. Please don't take it otherwise. But I believe that Chelsea's level is way above what he's providing to the team. And I'm a sort of a guy who does not see players. I keep the team above every player, every individual. I don't have any sort of. You'd ask me my favorite player in the team, I'd say Thomas Tuchel. He's my favorite player in the
Yeah, I
team.
love it, bro. I love it. Come on, bro.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I keep the team above every individual.
Same, bro. Same.
I don't rate anybody, nor do I disregard anybody. But if you're not to the levels, I can actually come on and say, brother, it's over. You're not into the level. Either you improve or it's. I think so. It should be done. And Timo Werner, it's been 2 years now. Lots of chances, plenty of chances.
And you're going
You talk about-
downhill. And you're going south.
You talk about positions you've played in the center forward as a false 9, false 8, false 7, false 6. I don't know how many false. The only false thing is you yourself, my man. You're not providing
False
anything
image.
to the team. You're false Timo Werner. You're not providing anything to the team, man. And that's the only thing.
100%.
Man says, he's got the pace. But what you gonna do with the pace when you go ahead in front of a defender and you just bang, straight bang?
But he thinks
into
he's
his
going to
body.
go straight through them. He thinks he's going to
Through them,
enter
yeah.
through their heart, through the soul of their body, and then through the backside.
Exactly. Nah, man. I mean,
Nah,
listen,
man. Look,
the
ladies and
levels are high
gentlemen,
enough.
Timo Werner has been found out. The Premier League is too much for him. Yeah, defense is. Have a look at Bundesliga. They don't really defend over there. It's all high line. Everyone plays high line. You can find space behind. Premier League is a different ball game, and unfortunately, Timo Werner has been found out. And we need to part ways. And I think that comment from Timo Werner is very uncalled for. Whether you like it or not, whether he, if you think, oh, he deserves more. What deserves what, man? Deserves nothing. That's it. It's finished. It's finished. That's how we look at it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Us reacting to Timo Werner's latest comments. And if you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.